Hey everyone, it's Jamer the Monster Tamer, and I've got exactly 1 month to hit Masterball. I went ahead and crawled out of Pokeball tier just because I heard that it's riddled with bots, and honestly those games were probably not super interesting to watch. Hopefully that won't be true here in Great Ball tier, so I'm going to jump right in. This is the team that I made on the how to build a budget team video that I just made, and I'm going to try to roll with it as long as I can. There almost certainly will need to be some replacements made along the way, but we'll see what it can do. For the record, I do have VGC experience, but I am never claiming to be amazing at it. This guy's team is pretty scary. I don't think that there's a ton of reasons why I shouldn't go Tyranitar Excadrill. Maybe the Incineroar is reason enough. I'm going to try to lead Quaquaval Whimsicott, and I'm going to keep my Tyranitar Excadrill in the back. If he leads with Incineroar and I have both of these guys out, I am put in an awful scenario. At least with Quaquaval, I have a chance to get sped up by Whimsicott's Tailwind, and there's a chance that I can get some extra damage in. Okay, a very strange lead from him. Right off the cuff, I'm very nervous that his Rotom is going to use an electric move into my Quaquaval. That said, I do outspeed it, but I'm definitely not going to be able to finish it. I guess I'm going to use U-turn and just switch it into Excadrill. I think he probably expects me to set up Tailwind this turn, but unless he doubles into my Whimsicott, it'll live with the Focus Sash. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that Moonblast into... Oh, wow. Okay, that must be a Choice Scarf Garchomp. That was really fast. Since my Focus Sash is broken, I think I'm actually going to switch into Tyranitar here. I know that it could be sus, but because of my Sandstream, I have boosted special defense. Okay, I could have actually switched into Excadrill and got the block, but I think I'm okay with this decision overall. Now, unfortunately that Garchomp is going to outspeed again, but he's stuck into Rock Slide. So unless he flinches the Whimsicott or crits it, we should be okay. I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve and do a Rock Slide. That should be enough to kill the Garchomp. And then, because my Whimsicott outsped the Rotom, I'm going to try and get it off the board this turn. Okay, perfect. That's amazing for me. He definitely would have been better to just use Rock Slide and sack the Garchomp. I'm probably going to pick up a double kill off of this. Wow. Yeah. Listen, if you've got a Pokemon stuck like that with Choice Scarf, you just got to let it die. Incineroar. Man, he was holding on this thing in the back. He definitely should have been bringing that out sooner. If you're bringing Incineroar and you're not using it like every turn, you're doing something wrong. I'm not positive if my Tyranitar will outspeed if I use Tailwind, but I think I'm going to try it anyway. I want to get this Tailwind off regardless for my Pokemon coming in the following turn. Actually, I take it back. I am going to protect Tyranitar, and I have a feeling that he's going to fake out my Whimsicott slot, but there's nothing I can do. I ran out of time. Okay, I was thinking that I might want to switch Whimsicott into something else so that it didn't get killed this turn. What, he doesn't have fake out? Okay, well, actually, I made the perfect decision. There was nothing that could have gone wrong here. And this was exactly as planned. Oh my gosh, and I avoided the, okay, it doesn't matter. He really wanted to make sure that the Whimsicott fainted that turn. That's funny. Okay, well, we got the Tailwind off. That was what was important that turn. My Tyranitar is not in a great position out here, but by bringing in Excadrill, I think we're going to be adding a ton of threat to the board. I think that Rock Slide is still probably going to be my most damaging move against the Incineroar, but I think Excadrill might just be able to finish him itself. I'm going to say that after the Intimidate, I doubt the Rock Slide kills the Garchomp. I'm going to go ahead and use Knockoff, because that has a lot more power, and we're going to hope that this does kill. It probably won't. I bet it does about 50%. Stand corrected. Oh, we got a crit. Okay. I'm still not sure. I mean, it might have done the job. It's Stab, super effective, Soft Sand. It's an Adamant. Okay, and that's game. Oh dear, we've got a mirror matchup. I think that this is really hard for my team, but I just put on a Brick Break on my Tyranitar in order to help deal with this. So assuming that I'm going to be in an advantaged state for leading my Tyranitar Excadrill, I'm just going to full send it. My big problems, if I do go this way, is probably going to be the Primarina and the Decidueye. I actually have a good answer for both of those in Quaquaval because he has Throat Chop. And I'm going to throw in... I hate bringing Whimsicott in the sand, but sometimes it just kind of has to happen. Go Lurk is my built-in answer for Dragonite with Ice Punch. And I think he has a coverage move that's actually super effective against every single one of these mons. So I'm just going to put him in the back in case I need a safe switch. Excadrill and Dragonite. Okay, so I guess that this is a read on my Tyranitar lead. Now, I will say Excadrill can learn Brick Break, so it's entirely possible that my Tyranitar could get killed by that thing. My Excadrill is adamant, so it might not necessarily speed his either. Okay, with that in mind, I'm going to take my Tyranitar and do that safe switch into Go Lurk like I was talking. And this will probably be really good as well for taking out the Tyranitar. Or I mean the Dragonite. I'm then just going to run high horsepower into Excadrill and hope that mine goes first. Mega Excadrill. I haven't actually seen this yet. I have no idea what it does. Oh, it has the Protect Break move, right? Oh! Yikes. Okay, well, we outsped. I'm assuming that was probably a 50-50. Or no, it loses Sand Rush when it Mega Evolves. It's actually really dumb from him. I wasn't even thinking about that. Okay. I don't know what this Typhlosion is. I mean, I'm assuming that he's just going to protect it this turn and try to finish my Excadrill with Dragonite. But he's probably not expecting this Ice Punch into his Dragonite slot. So I think even if he does go for the Protect on Typhlosion, what type is that? I'm just going to use High Horsepower. Okay, he didn't even protect it. Okay, well, this win was just handed to me on a silver platter. Oh, he Ice Punched me? I think this is going to go a lot worse for him, though. I got frozen! Okay, I take it back. This could be bad. I think I live another Ice Punch, though, which is good. Primarina in the back. It's important for me to get the Throat Chop off on that Primarina. She's definitely going to go for a Hyper Voice this turn because it's super effective against the both of my Pokemon. So that should be at least one turn effectively removed from the Primarina. And then Excadrill, hopefully, is going to get another turn on the field because he's going to use Ice Punch on Go Lurk again. Oh my gosh, it has Quick Claw. Okay. What does that move do? Oh, hits everybody. Okay, sure. I don't like that we have so few item choices that Quick Claw is a reasonable choice to bring into this. Okay. So now we're down to a 2v2. My Tyranitar, fortunately, is going to be very strong here. If Sand is already up, I don't know how it works if I Mega Evolve. It didn't look like it triggered my Sandstream on entry, so I'm guessing... I don't know how many turns of Sandstream we have left. I missed Showdown. Can I say that? I'm just going to roll with it and use Rock Slide. Dragonite's going to be very nervous about that. Everything, unfortunately, that this Pokemon can do is very bad. I'm going to use the Aqua Step to ensure that Dragonite gets finished off this turn. I don't even know if that's a possibility, though. I'm hoping that Tyranitar can just carry me home. Okay, that was painful. No, that's... wow. What a terrible decision. Okay, hopefully the Dragonite faints, and we're left with an easy one hit on Primarina next turn. Perfect. Based on how luck is going this game, I'm nervous to use a Rock Slide on this Primarina in the off chance that it misses. I kind of just want to go for something that I know is going to hit. I'm assuming that between a knockoff from this guy and a close combat from this guy, it should just faint this turn. Go for the guaranteed win here. Perfect. Alrighty. I'm really not sure what to make of this guy's team. I thought Basket Legion was a swift swimmer. Wow. I'm really taken aback here. I have no idea what to expect from this. I don't know if this guy just like built a team out of his favorite mons or if he's like really cooking. I know that Garchomp can rip EQs next to Orthworm, and that could be really scary. My best way to deal with Garchomp is probably go Lurk, and I know that if he's going to be using EQs, I'm going to want something next to it that can make sure that Go Lurk can outspeed. I am unfortunately running my Go Lurk as a minimum speed, so I don't even know with 2 times if it will outspeed, but I think that's probably my best bet. After that, I think that there's no reason that my Tyranitar Excadrill duo couldn't carry the rest of the way through the game. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll with that. Okay. Yeah, very, very unsurprising that this is his lead. I'm going to Tailwind Ice Punch this turn. I'm not sure if he'll be expecting this or not. I don't think that anything too bad happens, though, if I do this. I mean, he could switch the Garchomp into a water type. I bet he's expecting the Moonblast, though, and not the Ice Punch. Okay, he's sticking it. Fingers crossed that I actually outspeed with this. I don't. Ah, that's crazy. Okay, don't flinch. No. Okay, Dead Tail. I have no idea what that does. Ooh. Decoy for half his health. Whoa! And he gets to switch? I assume Gengar inherits the substitute? Wow. Okay, what a move. Well, he unfortunately got very lucky with that flinch. Whimsicott is now in a load of danger. I'm guessing that he is now going to do something to get that Garchomp out of dodge. So I'm going to go ahead and use a Shadow Punch into the Gengar slot to get rid of that substitute. And given that he's probably going to throw a poison type move, I'm going to go into Tyranitar. I know that I could go into Excadrill for the immunity, but I think it's important for me to get some setup here. Oh, he kept the Garchomp in. Okay. I don't know if a Moonblast from my Whimsicott would actually kill it. Maybe this guy knows the calcs. That is absolutely terrifying. You don't love to see that. Okay, the substitute faded. That's at least good to see. I'm nervous to double into that Gengar slot because of a Protect. I'm betting that Garchomp is scarfed into his Rock Slides. I think it's actually a pretty safe decision for me to Ice Punch that slot and then Mega Evolve. Actually, the Go Lurk is... Does my Go Lurk eat? I don't know if my Go Lurk survives. I don't think anything else does. Okay. Oh my gosh. There's no time. Kill this thing. Switch in. Okay. We got it in. I'm assuming that he's going to try to kill my Go Lurk with his Gengar. I don't know. I ran out of time. The lack of time in these decisions is terrible. But I'm choosing to sack my Whimsicott here because it's already got its Tailwind off. And I don't have any special attackers for it to be... I outsped! Okay, sure. Yeah. Of course. Tailwind is really good. Okay, the Orthworm is back. I think it can create that substitute another time, right? I'm going to throw a Moonblast into the Garchomp slot because I don't think he has anything left that could reasonably eat that Moonblast. And I'm going to throw this Brick Break into the Earthworm slot, again, just because I don't think that whatever he could do with that slot, that it's going to be a bad decision. Okay, that is something he can survive. Okay, and that's great poke. The Earth Eater. Wow, Earth Eater. He healed a lot from that. Oh, and I'm dead. Okay. That might be GG. Crit on both. I'm assuming that Tyranitar's gone to that Earthquake anyway without crit. I can't say for sure. Now I don't have Tailwind anymore. Oh, it's going to be close, guys. It's going to be really close. All right, so I need Excadrill to finish off the Garchomp. What does he have? I'm going to use a high horsepower into the Garchomp slot to ensure that he is finished off. I hope that my Excadrill outspeeds. If he doesn't outspeed, then there's nothing to be done this game. And then this, again, is not going to finish the Earthworm, but it should hopefully get some important chip onto him. Oof, that's scary, but that's amazing that I lived. Good to know. I'm last in the turn order on Go Lurk, and I'll probably be first with Excadrill. So fingers crossed that's whatever he has switching in here. Legion. Oh my. Okay. Okay, Throat Chop. You just got to finish the job here. I really want to make sure that that Legion is dead, and so I think it's actually worth me throwing 2 moves into that slot. I know that Go Lurk is going to go last, and so assuming Excadrill gets the kill, then Go Lurk's attack is just going to be redirected anyway. Now I just have to cross my fingers that I actually live this turn. No. Okay, GG. GG. That was really close. That was a really interesting comp. I mean, I guess it's not the most unbelievable thing running a Earthworm next to a strong Earthquake user, but I've never seen that before. Something really interesting about our current regulation is that because there are so few powerful Pokemon, and a lot of people are forced to use suboptimal Pokemon because they're not transferring in a bunch of teams from Pokemon Home, we're seeing a lot of really strange things. That was really interesting to see. That's all for now. I'll see you guys next time. Until then.